What is good, folks? Welcome to the H&R TV. This is the hottest channel on YouTube where some people come, they love to love me, some people love to hate me, and some people fans in denial. They just don't even realize that they hate to love me. So let's get into this video, man. Let your conversation be always full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone. Basically, so you may know how to address everyone. Let me say this, cause some folks watch my content, you might think I'm corny, you might think I'm this, that, and the third, whatever the case may be. Let me clarify. I'm saved. I'm a saved Christian. I'm a prophet. My purpose here with this content is to please my dad, the man upstairs. You feel me? Our Heavenly Father. I'm not here to please you. I'm not here to please nobody else that might be watching my content. I'm here to pass a message on. If it resonates with you, if you rock with it, cool. If not, you can either go and find somebody else to watch, or you just stick around and be in your feelings. But one thing about it, this is the HNR TV. And my insight, my wisdom, my knowledge is the only thing that matters here. I'm not going back and forth with nobody. I'm not debating with nobody. You can debate with your mama. That's how I feel about it at the end of the day. But yeah, a lot of folks don't even really know me or where I come from or what my background is. Like, I'm not just known, or I'm not just some dude trying to pop off on YouTube. I got cities behind me. I got a bunch of folks that rock with me. I'm known pretty much all over Atlanta. Old Nat, Union City, Decatur, Stone Mountain, Tucker, DeKalb County Jail, Officer Williams. Do your research about me. Officer Williams, do your research about me. A lot of folks don't know me. But understand that I am not like some tech entrepreneur, some prophet trying to get clout, just some dude on YouTube trying to gain clout, trying to get attention, trying to gain a following. Like, I'm already me. I'm already me. I'm already known. I already got folks who know me, who rock with me. I'm not trying to make a name for myself or none of that. I'm not trying to be cool in your eyes or nobody else's eyes. I'm here to serve a purpose. I'm here to serve my purpose. That's all I'm here to do. And with that said, I'm gonna get into the message of this video. And I said yesterday when I gave my testimony that I wanted to speak more about the subject of black men being afraid or intimidated, or to feel like they are normal black men. Let me get that part right. Being or feeling intimidated or afraid to mentor and to take young black boys and young black men under their wing because of this overhanging belief within our community, the black community, about looking at or trying to tag the title of being a pedophile onto these guys, or whatever the case may be. And when I speak, so basically God has appointed me, I'm a global leader. I'm a global leader first and foremost. But a lot of what I say is probably going to be directed towards the black community, because that's where I grew up. That's what I know. That's what I understand. As I progress in my calling and in my purpose, and I go around the world and I start meeting all these new folks and hanging out with people from different ethnicities and races, and I start to get a better understanding of the global landscape. And I can broaden my who I address in my content, right? But right now, from where I am at this point in my life, my understanding is basically like I've been in the black community my whole life, so that's what my understanding is. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of this right now, I do address the black community, but also because I feel like our community needs healing and our community needs direction. Like, it's been so much pain and oppression afflicted on the black community throughout the world, like for so long, that a lot of us are lost in the way, like, a lot of folks just grow up in these communities or these blocks or the streets or whatever the case may be. They don't really travel outside of the city, outside the neighborhood. They don't see the rest of the world, so all they know is what they see on the block. You get me? So a lot of folks don't have a broad horizon of the ways that this world works, or how different communities, let me say that, of how different communities, how people of different races and people of different classes and things like that, how they interact and how they think, and how to have a mindset for progression and a mindset of community and coming together and working together to heal, working together to be better, and working together to just, I don't know, be productive, like be a productive community. And within the black community, it's so much separation, it's so much discord and dissension. These are big words that a lot of y'all probably won't even understand what I'm saying, but it's just so much divisiveness. Y'all might understand that. It's so much divisiveness within the black community, and everybody is just for self. So I won't say everybody, it's folks like me out here, but when it comes to hearing, when it comes to learning something new, or accepting or learning to accept or hear a different perspective from like your own, a lot of people, and I won't even just say that this is just in the black community, but this is who I'm addressing right now. A lot of people don't want to hear it. Like, a lot of people are unable to see this world, or are unable to accept a different viewpoint from their own, or don't want to I don't know, don't want to hear, don't want to learn something new, don't want to see the world from a different perspective of just the one that they have. Like, and a lot of folks don't even realize how detrimental that is, how it's causing a block of their own progress, of their own personal progress, but also it's causing a block of progress in our community. All right, people's failure to be able to listen to a different viewpoint, to actually hear the viewpoint and consider it, as opposed to just being like a wall, like, oh, nah, that ain't what this, that, or just listening to respond. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of that goes on. And I want to make sure, like, to cover, anyway, I want to make sure that I take my time with this message, because I don't want to rush through it and skip over important information that you as a listener should probably hear, that could help this message to be received a little bit better, if at all even possible. Because at the end of the day, I'm really not here to convince anybody. I'm not here to go back and forth. This is kind of just like an opener or a prerequisite before I get into my message, to let folks know, like, yo, you either here to try to learn something and try to listen, because that is my purpose, like I said, to wake people up, and to also, like, heal, like provide some healing within our community, the black community. And it's going to take talking about and considering tough topics, like topics that everybody might not agree with, but topics that need to be spoke about, that need to be voiced, regardless if it makes somebody upset or not. Like, I'm not here to be everybody's favorite. I'm not here to get on everybody's good side. I'm here to be me. I'm here to do what my dad called me to do, and I'm not here to please not one single human being. But with that said, yeah, it's a lot of black men, like I said, normal black men, who don't reach out and who like don't connect with young black boys and young black men who, and let me say this, a lot of what I do and why I do what I do and why I'm unapologetically myself, regardless of who I offend or whatever the case may be, is because I needed somebody like me when I was growing up. I needed somebody like me when I didn't know who I was and when I was trying to find myself. And I don't know, like I needed a blueprint. I needed somebody to let me know that I wasn't alone out here. And I needed somebody to let me know that there wasn't nothing wrong with me. All right. And it's a lot of folks scared. Like, it's a lot of folks that's afraid. Even now today, it's folks older than me who could have been that person. But I don't know, folks be afraid. I'm not afraid. Like, it is what it is. So now that I am me, now that I know who I am, now that I know that I'm not alone, now that I know it's a lot of people out here just like me, it's a lot of young men and young boys out here that's just like me, I'm gonna be that person for them. I'm gonna be the person that I never had for me, for them, unapologetically. So before we continue to have this toxic cycle of assumptions and unnecessary judgments and trying to like just impress one will or one like way of society onto other people, like that's just how you have to live your life. Who gives a damn if you unhappy or not? You just need to live this way. We're not doing that. We're not doing that no more. And yeah, that's another part of my purpose. But with that said, yeah, I'm here to be for them who I didn't have. And a lot of, I'm just let y'all know right now, a lot of the community service work that I am going to be doing is going to be for young black boys and young black men, young black women as well, young black girls, young black children, but young children regardless of race at the end of the day. But yes, I am going to give some specific focus to the black community and minority communities because we need it. We need it, and that's part of my purpose, is to heal, provide healing within our community, because I have the desire to, I have the resources to, I got the bag to, and it's needed. Like, ain't nobody else that's out here or who may potentially have an opinion about it that's gonna do it themselves, that's gonna reach into their own pockets or even have the resources in their own pockets to provide the relief that these kids and these young adults need. And a lot of folks just, quite frankly, don't have the desire to. And it's sad. But it's a lot of grown, and let me say this too. And another reason I'm not here to debate back and forth with folks is because I know what I know. I'm not telling folks what I think. I'm telling people what I know from my own experience. Let's start right there. You can oh, well, nah, that on that, and he's saying this, and no, because it don't even work like that. Oh, no, we not like. Go debate with your mama. I'm not here to go back and forth with nobody. I know what I know. I'm not saying what I think. I'm telling you what I know, and what I know is that it's a lot of black men who chase after young black girls, young black women, and they throw their money at them. They have with them, or whatever the case may be. And a lot of people's attitudes toward it is, oh, well, as long as she's taken care of, and people look the other way. But at the same time, these same black men that's chasing these young black girls, or whatever the case may be, they don't have no desire. They don't have they don't have no desire to reach out to give a hand up to a young black man or a young black boy who is looking for a leader, who is dying for some guidance, who is dying for some help. And it ain't no help out here. It ain't no help out here for young black men and young black boys and other communities. It's like folks don't mind reaching and bringing somebody with them, providing them with internship opportunities and job opportunities, and just having them shadow them as a mentor and take them around and show them the ropes. Like, it's just something that, like, it's in other communities it's not an issue. For some reason in the black community it is. And let me say this, and young black men and young black boys are so desperate for some help and for a hand up and for some guidance that they turn to the streets. They turn to the streets and they end up in trap houses and on the block and around a bunch of folks that don't mean them no good, that's trying to further gang agendas and illegal agendas, and they use these young boys and young men because they are not of age, and they already know that if they get caught or if they get in trouble, it's going to be a slap on the wrist, and then they just going to be right back out on the street doing more nonsense, getting into more trouble, doing more dumb shit. But they doing these boys damage, because by the time they turn 18, 19, 20, and they get into their adulthood, they already in the routine of crime and dumb shit. And they're ruining these boys' minds, and they need an outlet. They need something that they could do that can be productive, that can get them on the right track, and that can give them somewhere to spend their time throughout the day that's safe. So yes, I will be doing a lot of youth advocacy work. I will, because it's needed, and like I said, it's part of my purpose, and it is what it is. And like I said, the black community, we need to stop turning the other cheek when it comes to, even with the young girls, with these grown men, like chasing after the young women, throwing money at them or whatever the case may be, and folks just turning the blind eye to that too. Like, at the end of the day, that's a whole nother video. Right now I'm talking about young black men and young black boys. I'll get into that other video when it's time to talk about that other subject. But right now, this is what the subject is, and that's how I feel about it. Let me try to see if there's anything else that I wanted to address when it comes to that. We just got to do better, bro. We got to do better as a community. As a community, we got to do better, and we got to stop judging folks. Like, as a black man, if I was to bring, or any black man was to bring around a young black boy who is not their child, and that's one thing about it, is that young black boys, it's like you damn near got to play a sport in order to have a role model. Like, you have to be like on a football team or a basketball team and have a coach in order to have a role model. But everybody don't play sports. Everybody don't like to play sports. Everybody don't want to play sports. I didn't want to play sports. Like, I'm good. Like, I can play if I choose to play, but everybody don't want to play sports. Damn, I got to go, like, anyway, everybody don't play sports. And that's pretty much the only role models in the hood right now, like coaches. And that's really the only safe place for black boys and black young men to go, is to practice and to the games. You know what I'm saying? So we need community centers. We need safe places where kids can go be kids, where they can go and be around other kids, in a safe environment where they can all learn how to get along with each other, because that's another thing, folks don't know how to get along with each other. Like, we beefing with the folks down the street just because they from down the street. What kind of sense did that make? Like, who made these rules? Like, and why are people so okay with it? It's weird. It's weird. It's weird, and it's time that we call it out. And it's time that we change it up. It's time to do something different. Like, because ain't no reason that this young black man might be going through the same thing that young black man is going through, but because they grew up 10 miles apart, they not supposed to like each other. That shit is dumb. It's dumb, and it's counterproductive, and it's destroying our community. And it's time that we do something different. And like I said, I have the desire to, I have the resources to, I have the bag to, and that's just gonna be what it is. All right, so know in advance that Vinny Williams, King V, Prophet Vinny, whatever you want to call me, that's my purpose. That's what it's gonna be. And yeah, let me just say this also before I end this video, because I want to be careful, like I said, to make sure that I get every important thing that I need to say out. And I feel like it's important for me to say that I don't want to be insensitive to other people's views and beliefs and opinions and things like that. I certainly want to consider everybody in my content. At the end of the day, though, also understand and expect, though, like, understand who I am and what the H&R TV is and the type of content that you're gonna see here. Like, so if you don't agree with me, but you come to my and watch my content, like, looking for a problem or looking for something that you don't agree with, then you're gonna find it every time. Like what they say, if you go digging for dirt, you gonna find it. You know what we talk about here at H&R. It's the hottest new revolution. Like, you know what we talk about here. But I don't want to be insensitive and inconsiderate to the way that other people think and other people's opinions and beliefs and how they feel about the world. But at the same time, respect me too. You get what I'm saying? Respect my views, respect my beliefs, respect what I'm doing here, because I'm no less than you. At the end of the day, we all share this world together, and same way what you believe and what you feel is important to you, what I believe and what I feel is important to me. So let's cultivate a community of mutual respect here. Let me say that. And then let me also say that I will be, like, I got some folks that I know that that are on my mind to reach out to assist me. And like I said, with the community centers and the youth advocacy and all the things that I have planned to do. But I'm also open to volunteers and, like, maybe even have some hired positions, some jobs available. So again, that's something that's going to be planned a little further down the line. That's not something that's an immediate thing that I'm getting ready to get into, but it's definitely something that I am going to be pursuing. And it's a part of my purpose. It's a part of my mission. So that will be happening at some point. And what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, a lot of stuff, man. To be honest, folks can feel how they feel. I don't take a lot of it personally, because at the end of the day, a lot of people really don't even know, like, y'all don't even know who I am for real. Like, who I am and like my purpose and position in this world has not even been revealed yet. Like, I really haven't even gotten started. Like, it's a lot of people who check out my content, like, it might be bipolar viewpoints or stirring up some type of like bipolarism, or like stirring up commotion, or whatever the case may be. I don't know, but I really haven't even gotten started yet. Like, this is really just the beginning and the start of my platform. Like, once God elevates me and people see who I actually am and what my position actually is, like I said, I'm not just a CEO, I'm a prophet. Like, and you got some prophets who preach, like, and I teach, I preach, I speak about my God and all of that, you know what I'm saying? But you also got some prophets that's out here doing work, that's out here in the field, in the ground. Like, that's me. I'm taking back territory. I'm reestablishing God's will throughout his kingdom. I'm healing. I'm righting wrongs. You get what I'm saying? I'm righting wrongs. I'm about like justice. I'm about confronting injustice, and like I said, taking back territory and rebalancing my dad's kingdom. That's what I'm about. Whether that be in the black community, whether that be in a global community, whether that be in any community, whether that be in this country, Africa, Asia, Europe, any country. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't want to be insensitive to other people's views and beliefs and opinions, but at the same time, I ask that you don't be insensitive to mine. Let's cultivate a community of mutual respect. All right? Y'all be safe today. Stay out the way. Take everything one step at a time, one day at a time. Focus on finding yourself and finding your purpose. I love you, King V, H&R.